Well, hello there, everybody. I need to figure out how I can simultaneously play my music because every time I hit record, it shuts it down. So that kind of sucks. But um, I mean, it's just gonna be as simple as like me, playing it on the TV upstairs, or getting a different device to play it on down here. But I mean, I love being down here. This is my studio space. This is my space. Not my space. It's everybody's space. But you know, it's this is where this is where the magic happens. This is where the artistic magic happens. Well, most of it. Sometimes it's in the living room. um, Sometimes it's in the dining room. It just depends on, or the other studio. We have an audio studio in the house as well because my love is an audio engineer and crazy dope. He's working on some songs that he's about to release, and yeah, they're pretty dope. Um, so actually, I'm hoping that I can play some of those on here pretty soon. He's not ready to release them to anybody, even me. So, you know, but that's okay. I'm not gonna rush the artistic process. I know all about that. But yeah, I'm wanting to do more of this and not continue to bombard everybody's Facebook feeds with me. So like and subscribe and share and bring more people around so that I can start going on live on YouTube. I have to have so many followers to be able to do that. Right now, I've got my one, Corinne. Shout out to Corinne, my subscriber. Until more come along. So I was just looking around at my projects and which one to start first. And I'm not gonna start on this one, but I stumbled upon this one, and I love this painting. And I never got to finish it. I did this in high school. This was a still life. Um, my high school teacher brought in some peppers and a piece of cloth, and on this plywood, this super cool textured plywood, was the first time I was. This was the first time I actually painted on something so textured, um, and actually, shoot, I think this was my first painting. This may have been my first painting, actually. One of them, for sure, because I didn't start painting until my high school years, because my art teacher believed in me so much. But I didn't get to finish it. I got, you know, and honestly, I don't think this was something that. This was before I actually really started to get into art, so it wasn't super important for me. I was more interested in doing stupid shit, getting drunk and high and stuff, being and I don't know, skipping school and stuff. I was more interested in like that kind of stuff. I was not going down a very good path before art, so I thank my art teacher, Miss Rice, for pushing me, and I think she saw how I think she saw my troubles, and wanted to give me a different outlet. So I love and appreciate and thank you so much, Miss Rice, for that, because without you, I don't know if I'd be here for real, like legitimately. So so no, I did not finish this piece, but I gave it to my sister for her housewarming, when she first moved out, and I don't know how it ended back up in my mom's possession. I mean, we've moved around a lot since I've given it to her, and I'm so sure she just kept it, for safekeeping. But I went and got a bunch of my high school art from my mom, and this was in there, and I totally even like I forgot about this one, but I was like, oh man, I wanted to finish it back then, but I was kind of on a deadline because I also wanted to give my sister a gift for her housewarming. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't care. It's not done. Nobody's going to know it's not done. It looks looks done. But I actually want to go and finish it. Like there's like all these, and I mean clearly I don't have the cloth that I had. Goodness gracious, what? Oh, like 15 years ago or something like that. Um, it's like a 15-ish year old painting. Um, so clearly I don't have the cloth that my art teacher had, but I'm going to do my best to like duplicate and or just completely generate a new or revamped design for that. Um, so this is one of the projects that I want to get going on pretty soon. Um, after I complete these few commissions that I've had for quite a bit. This is another one that I started a while back. Um, and it started off just with pastel, and I had this whole concept that didn't quite work out because you see those paint drips at the top. I went a little ham. I was wanting to do like bright reds and greens and like white and stuff and just kind of like make it pop, but I did way too much and it lost all of the intricate details that I had put in there. So I covered all the drips. I'm trying to pop this up. This is a big piece. So I covered all the drips in black spray paint, and I'm gonna go over and re-execute what I was trying to do here with her hair. Like all the there was gonna be like lightning and like essentially like her ponytail was gonna be like a light bulb and conducting all this electricity, and her electricity was feeding into her man's locks, which were feeding into her and holding onto her heart, connecting them to the two of them and everything. So it was a really cool concept when I did it, and then I fucked it up. So no, I didn't fuck it up. It's just I went ham, and so now I'm just I've got to retract a little bit. That's fine. It's fine. It's art. And it'll work out. But I haven't had the time to really address the sun as much as I wanted to. I don't even know what I've titled it yet. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to wait till it's done, to get a title for it. And then the third one that I'm working on that I want to work on in the very near future is fixing my brother's poster that got a big ass hole burnt in it because I was silly and left it behind his memorial candles on a windy ass day, and then came back outside and it was toppled over on top of the candle and burnt a big ass hole in his memorial poster. But that's okay because I mean, you make lemons out of lemonade. I don't know. I don't know. I like to make things my own. I know it's make lemonade out of lemons, but I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I'm corny. So instead of crying about it, yes, this it was for my brother's memorial, his second memorial, and I worked really hard on it, and it came out amazing, and I loved it. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna sit and cry over it that something happened to it. It's actually it actually burnt in a place where I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with all that dead space, all of that literal space, because he's on the moon. That's my man on the moon, and essentially the UFO was us trying to come and get him because like we want him back, So we're like, come on, man, come on, get back here. But at the same time, he's like, no, what you doing? Like, I'm chilling. Like, I got my octopus tentacles. I got my iPod. I got my hoodie game going. I got my Arizona tea right there. So he's like, I'm chilling on the moon. Why y'all messing with me? Leave me alone. Let me stay. So But I had all this dead space over here that I was not sure what I was gonna do with, and initially I was gonna like write something in it, because we did a memorial walk from his high school, from Ballard High School, to my mom's house down in Crown Hill, and we held up posters and his pictures, and pictures of his urn and everything, and Justice for Allen banners. And so yeah, I was, yeah, it bummed me out a little bit. So I was like, oh man, damn. But then I was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? So actually, my older son was like, since he liked video games and stuff, maybe you can put like some Space Invaders and stuff over there. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be dope. So I'm gonna put some Space Invaders like shooting at the UFO that's trying to take him off the planet, because they're like, no, that's our guy, man. He's finally made it here. We're not gonna let you guys take him back. You know what I mean? So the Space Invaders are gonna be like combating the UFO that's trying to take him off the moon. And then what I'm going to do with these massive gaping burnt holes here is I'm going to make it look like there's a comet coming out of it. This is a Nerf ball, so I'm going to get another one so I can execute it better. But I mean, this one for the prototype came out pretty good. So this one actually might be able to fit over here, which like this is dollar store poster board. So I mean, I didn't know what it looked like burnt, but it actually looks kind of cool. Like it's actually like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like kind of like metallic and stuff. It's actually pretty dope. I don't know, it's pretty cool. So I mean, making lemons out of lemonade. I'm just gonna make it look like there's an asteroid, a freaking comet blasting through the UFO and getting it out of his way, um, and then yeah, put some Space Invaders and stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna make it like, and then of course, like I said, it's poster board. So like, I just put this on the back of it to hold the prototype, so I could see what it looked like. But no, I'm actually gonna do it up for real, and eventually like frame it and everything, because it's poster board. Like it's lifting and stuff. I wasn't anticipating painting this in the way that I did. I was actually just going to make like a Justice for Allen poster or something, which I did do on another poster board, but this one I wasn't anticipating painting this whole thing. It just happened. So I didn't realize that was gonna like separate and stuff. So eventually, when it's all done, he's gonna be framed, um, and I was conversing with some friends of his, and tossed out the idea of making like prints or T-shirts or something for his friends and our family and stuff. So I'm hoping to do that pretty soon as well. Um, Man, there's no music. I'm gonna work that out for my next video, um, because the music is a definite thing, and that's the main reason why I came on here, is because on Facebook, they terminate my posts because I've got music playing in the background. But music is my thing, and definitely when I'm creating, like I need my music, So, um, it's an adequate time for wine. Okay. It's like 1 o'clock. It's fine. Um, so so yeah, I'm wanting more traffic here, so then I don't have to be so restricted there. I appreciate Facebook for certain things, but for like I'm trying to broaden my I guess my capabilities. I don't know. I'm just trying to do more stuff and be more available. Um, but there's a lot of people to be available for. So I'm like, how do I do that in the most efficient way where like I'm not burnt out and I'm able to like connect with the everybody. So I think YouTube is a good way to do that, because I mean, then, like people that aren't my friends and then Facebook has a friend limit too, and I'm creeping up on that limit. Not really. I think I have like, I don't know, like 3,400 or something. So I mean, I still have a good amount. I still have some space to grow, um, but still they have a limit, and I want to reach as many people as possible. So I think YouTube is a better way to maybe do that. Um, So yes, those are my projects that I've got going on, and I've been doing a lot of talking and communicating on Facebook, and so not, I've yeah, I need to get to my projects, but this is where we're going with this. um, and I'm wanting to scale back on the commission pieces. I think I'm just gonna finish out the ones that I have already in my queue right now, and then focus more on prints. And I've got apparel coming out, shoes coming out, different household goods and stuff like that. So I think I want to gear my attention more on that, and then being more like active in the community and connecting people with other people. Like there's a bunch, and I appreciate Facebook for that too, because there are a bunch of people who are like, oh, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, and then if I know somebody, I'm like, oh, hey, here you go, there's that person, and then that's getting them business and getting them out there. So I really want to focus more on community stuff and getting more involved in what people got going on, and helping everybody elevate, and myself as well. I'm speaking to myself. Everything I'm projecting onto you, I'm also speaking to myself. I'm a work in progress also. So, but yes, thank y'all for tuning in, and come back for more. There's gonna be more. I like to talk too much, so there's definitely gonna be more. I love y'all. I appreciate your support, your kindness, your love, your generosity, and just for being you, and just for putting goodness out into this like really weird and kind of like messed up world. My my timer's going off and it's gonna cut me off, so I will see y'all later. Thank you so much. Love you. Have a happy Wednesday.